Time for the Week in Review. The big story this week, of course, healthcare reform, but that's complicated and confusing. So instead, we start with a tasered granny.
Put your hands behind your back. You're going to be tased again.
At number 3, Texas justice for a 72-year-old great-grandmother.
Get over here now.
Give it to me and I'll sign it.
You're going to stop me? Ma'am, you're going to stop a 72-year-old woman?
Oh, he's not just going to shove you, Grandma. He's going to tase your ass.
Step back and you're going to be tased, man.
I dare you.
We were reminded this week by a deputy constable in Travis County, Texas, that being 4'11" and 72 years old does not put you above the law.
I'm getting back in my car.
You're going to be tased. Stop.
I'm getting back in my car.
No, ma'am.
Catherine Winfine's crimes were driving a couple miles an hour over the speed limit and talking back to an officer. Her punishment was a high-voltage electric jolt.
Taser, get on the ground. Get on the ground.
2 questions for the office of the Travis County Constable. First, do you have anything to say to that poor great-grandmother?
Ma'am, I know you're 72, but that does not give you the right to argue and fight with the police.
Okay, second question. We have constables in the United States?
That could be no closer to the truth.
At number 2, in the midst of statewide crisis, California loses its leader.
We live in a land that you can choose same-sex marriage or opposite marriage.
Having already given Miss California one pass over racy internet photos,
the pictures taken were acceptable, they were fine. In many cases, they were actually lovely pictures.
the Honorable Donald J. Trump stripped Carrie Prejean of her crown this week, saying she was not living up to her responsibilities as Miss California.
You're fired.
The news sent shockwaves across the country and left a vacuum of power in California. Congresswoman Maxine Waters rushed onto Morning Joe to address the shocking development in her state.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Oh, maybe she was on to talk about something else. But that doesn't mean the story isn't important. In fact, no less an authority than Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius found a connection between Miss California and the nation's health care crisis.
I'm certainly not trying to blame all this on lawyers. I mean, I am one.
Maybe it's Miss California.
Prejean, meanwhile, said she was shocked to have lost her title.
This should not happen in America.
And the number 1 story of the week.
Kind of a we told you so?
Well, is that how you feel?
That's how I feel.
Sarah Palin invades the lower 48.
Pretty close to dead.
There were parades for William Seward, ball games with Rudy Giuliani, and fundraising dinners with Newt Gingrich, at which she was not allowed to speak.
I also want to thank Governor Palin and Todd for coming tonight.
Palin even found time to get into a fight with one of those Hollywood types.
One awkward moment for Sarah Palin at the Yankee game. During the 7th inning, her daughter was knocked up by Alex Rodriguez.
Oh, good old David Letterman. That's pretty pathetic, good old David Letterman.
On Thursday night, Letterman semi-apologized to Palin and then extended her a semi-invitation.
I would like you to consider coming to New York City, you and Todd as my guests, or leave Todd at home.
Hey, Governor, how about bringing back some souvenirs from your trip to the folks in Alaska? Maybe some Statue of Liberty salt and pepper shakers?
I'll try to find you some and I'll bring them to you.
Tell you, wasn't that more fun than healthcare reform?